The United States' openness and, at times, what some may describe as loud promotion of its military assets and advanced technology is the result of a multifaceted strategy that spans deterrence policy, domestic politics, industrial economics, and international relations. Here's a detailed look at the underlying factors. Strategic deterrence and power projection. One of the central tenets of US military strategy is deterrence and discouraging potential adversaries from aggressive actions by demonstrating overwhelming capability. Publicizing advanced technologies such as the B-2 Spirit bomber or the F-35 fighter jet helps signal that the US possesses not only a robust arsenal, but also the capability to deploy state-of-the-art systems wherever necessary. This show of strength is intended to put potential adversaries on notice. Global power projection. The US positions itself as a global leader with a worldwide military presence. By highlighting its advanced technology from stealth systems to precision-guided munitions, it reinforces its commitment to protecting allies, maintaining stability, and shaping international norms. The public narrative becomes a tool for reassuring allies and deterring adversaries. Political and public relations considerations. In a large democracy, the defense establishment operates under significant public scrutiny and political debate. Elected officials often support visible displays of military strength to garner public and congressional support for defense spending. Demonstrating advanced technology is one way to justify multi-billion-dollar budgets and reassure the public about national security. Public confidence and national identity, well, they're deeply intertwined with military might, you know. Political leaders and media outlets, they often highlight technological prowess like the F-22's air superiority and the stealth capabilities of submarines. This is all to foster a sense of security and trust in the nation's defenses. It's absolutely critical for maintaining confidence, especially during periods of geopolitical tension. Economic and industrial factors play a massive role too. The US defense industry is a major economic force, with corporations heavily invested in the research, development, production, and maintenance of advanced systems. These companies, they don't just contribute to economic growth and job creation, but they also actively engage in public relations campaigns to highlight technological achievements. This, in turn, can really encourage political support for further military spending. Technological innovation and export opportunities, they're crucial. A strong, visible military technology portfolio underpins the US position as a leader in defense exports. By showcasing state-of-the-art aircraft, bombers, and missiles, the US not only boosts its global standing, but also drives sales to allied nations. Emphasizing technology assures international partners and investors that the US remains at the cutting edge of military technology. Strategic messaging and information operations are pretty important in international relations theory. Signaling is a way for a state to communicate its capabilities and resolve without actually having to engage in conflict. By making advanced military assets part of its public narrative, the United States sends a clear signal to potential adversaries about the high costs of engaging in conflict. Demonstrating technological deterrence. That's where advanced systems like stealth bombers and fifth-generation fighter jets come in. These serve as examples of technological deterrence. Publicizing their existence and success in tests or operations can actually serve as a psychological counter to adversary propaganda and misinformation. Now, when it comes to differences compared to other countries, many other nations, especially those with more regional rather than global ambitions, or those operating under different political systems, don't really emphasize public displays of their military technology to the same degree. They might adopt a lower profile to maintain strategic ambiguity or to avoid triggering adversaries. The United States has invested heavily over decades in a range of advanced systems that have reached a level of operational capability and global integration unmatched by most other countries. This investment, together with the need to justify the defense budget, ends up creating a more visible posture. Now, smaller or geopolitically different states might choose instead to emphasize diplomacy or just limited deterrence. Balancing secrecy and publicity in her classified versus open assets, It's worth noting that while the United States promotes public knowledge of some systems, like the F-35 and B-2, it still maintains strict secrecy on many operational details, tactics, and emerging technologies. This kind of duality allows for both strategic ambiguity, keeping adversaries guessing about the exact capabilities, and overt deterrence, by demonstrating technological progress. Influence of international alliances. In many alliances, the visibility of a country's military capability actually helps cement trust among partners. United States military assets are not just a matter of national pride, but also serve as tools for joint strategic initiatives, reinforcing collective security arrangements like NATO. The United States' loud public promotion of its military assets and advanced technology is driven by an interplay of strategic deterrence, political imperatives, economic interests, and international signaling. By emphasizing its cutting-edge capabilities, the United States seeks to deter potential adversaries, reassure its allies and domestic constituents, and maintain its leadership role in global military and technological arenas. This approach stands in contrast to that of other countries, which might adopt a more reserved or strategically ambiguous posture, depending on their own unique security dilemmas, domestic political contexts, or differing military doctrines.